Aaron, you want to intro? It's been a long...
Oh! Imagine that's you waking up to our beautiful podcast, Am I the Asshole? With me, Aaron, Chase, and Matt's way over there. And we read the stories that you guys send us, and sometimes we see on Reddit where we have to decide if you guys are the asshole, you're being a big meanie or not. I'm going to have to censor this so YouTube doesn't get too mad at us because I think this is still the first 15 seconds. But
keep watching all the way. Yeah,
they switched up how views
all
work.
Those
they switched
people who
up.
just scrolled past us and accidentally moused over our video also count as a viewer now.
Yeah.
The second it switched to that little video preview.
Thanks for the view.
Thanks, idiot.
Yeah,
Thank you.
And
Also, we're past 15
No.
seconds. Fuck you. Fuck you. I don't care if you click off the video.
Just kidding.
Hold up. We got something for you. Real quick.
This is a morning.
Yep.
I know.
As you guys heard, I ran out of coffee.
What?
Really?
And I wish I had more. No, like I sipped through the straw and it was empty. I really hoped there was more in there 'cause I'm not awake. I woke up in the middle of a dream this morning, and it was one of those. I was like, where
Dude,
the
you
fuck am I?
should go make some coffee.
Nah, I'll be
I was
fine.
gonna go make some. Do you want either a brewed one or one of the ones in the fridge, the Starbucks one?
A brewed one would be sick. Yeah.
Do you wanna
that's
use
fine.
my-
Unless we have cream, a little bit of cream in there.
We got my I have my
His pumpkin spice
my
one.
hazelnut Chobani creamers in
Dude,
there,
hit
bro.
me with some hazelnut Chobani creamer. Thanks. Let us know down below how you guys have been liking
This awesome
the first
schedule.
week of the new schedule. I guess now second week of the new schedule. Day of recording this, we just started the new schedule and people seem hyped. We're gonna jump into this,
Big
but
video.
always remember, down in the description, you can join the Discord to submit your stories. You join that, there's a tab, I think. Is there a tab that says Am I the Asshole, or do they have to wait for you to ping them?
it's in the,
Maybe we
like,
could switch up,
announcements.
put a little thing in there that says Am I the Asshole? So they
We'll
could just-
put Am I the Asshole in there. You can submit your stories. You can so go join that. And
You came up with a great idea just now. I don't even think you meant to. We'll make a tab called Am I the Asshole? And then people can go in there and they can react, vote and stuff. So the ones that have the highest
the good
reacts
ones
and
go.
stuff.
Yeah. We're
yeah.
creating Reddit in our Discord.
Is there a way?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Is there a way too we can make it where when people comment specifically in that channel, they're anonymous?
Maybe we'll look at it.
Yeah.
We'll look at that.
That's a
and
great
eventually, maybe we'll make a Reddit. Who knows?
Discord wizardry.
We'll find out. And as always, right before we get into the story, if you're stinky, get yourself some Cheeky soap in the description with usecheeky.com/TOC. Use our discount code SHITSLAPS. Legitimately, it's great. Go try it out. Here we go. Story 1. Am I the asshole for wanting my boyfriend to give up business class so we can sit together and coach on an 18-hour flight? My boyfriend and I have been together for 2.5 years, and his family takes a trip back to Korea every year. I've joined them for the past couple of trips, so I'll explain the situation year by year. Year 1. The Korea trip had already been planned the year before my boyfriend and I were together, but his family invited me to come along. I paid for my own flight using my Sky Miles. I was in economy, while my boyfriend and his family flew business class. His family has a lot of points through Korean Air credit cards, and they usually book about a year ahead so they can use the points for business class seats. During that vacation, his family covered the hotels, trains, other travel expenses, so I was genuinely grateful. I understand that I was a guest on their family vacation, and they were already spending a lot to include me. That makes sense to me. Year 2. Things between my boyfriend and me were pretty rocky around the time his family booked the next trip. Because of that, I booked my flight later. The only seat I could afford was economy. A few months before the trip... That's fine. Thank you very much. Yep. Oh my God, I'm burning my hand. I'm fine.
It's drippy, bro. I like my cheese drippy, bro.
A few months before the trip, I told my boyfriend that I felt awkward about us being separated for a 14-hour flight, not 18, for a 14-hour flight. I wasn't asking him to pay for my upgrade or use his miles on me. Instead, I simply asked if he would consider sitting in economy with me. He thought the idea was ridiculous and basically asked me why he should have to give up his business class seat. Year 3. Now we're planning next year's trip, and I just found out from his mom that they have already booked their flights using their Sky Miles. I reminded my boyfriend about how I felt last year. It feels strange to me that we'll board the plane together, kiss goodbye, and then he'll walk off to a business class seat where he can stretch out and sleep while I'm sitting in economy for 14 hours. I understand business class is more comfortable. I'm not denying that. But we're on vacation together, and I would rather sit next to the person I'm traveling with than separate ourselves for the flight. If I were in his position, I honestly think I'd make the same sacrifice for him. Whenever I travel with friends, if I have the option to upgrade for comfort or something similar, I usually don't do it if it means I'd sit away from them. I don't know how to make him understand why this bothers me. Maybe I'm being unreasonable. I'm not expecting him or his family to pay for my flight. I'm not asking them to give their miles or buy me a business class ticket. I paid for my own flight before, and I'm happy to continue doing it. When I brought it up, my boyfriend basically said, why would I give up my opportunity to use Sky Miles for business class? And honestly, my thought was, because your girlfriend is sitting in economy for the next 14 hours. He also says I'm being ungrateful because his family spends so much money on me on these trips, and I appreciate what they do, I really do, but that's a different issue. I'm not asking them to cover my travel expenses. I'm just asking him to sit next to me. Am I the asshole? Sorry, that was a long one.
No,
And
you're good.
layered.
It was a bit layered. Yeah, I like that one.
I don't have an immediate, like usually with a lot of these, I can just like have a snap decision. I don't have that this time. I'm conflicted.
I myself, I think, and this is where it becomes like just a very person to person thing. I think if I'm traveling with someone, I typically am like, if we're both getting the tickets at the same time, like sort of thing, let's just get the same seat. But if you're with like in this sort of situation, I'm like, you go get the better seat. Like I would rather
Like you would give the girlfriend the better seat.
or no, if I were in the reverse situation where I was the guest, they were doing this, I'd be like,
I'm
don't
good.
sacrifice your good seat. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be fine back here.
I see what you're saying. Now, I absolutely agree, except my head also goes to, as the boyfriend, like I'm putting myself in the shoes of myself and Monique. For some reason, we have one business class, one economy. I think Monique is going, no, like go take your good seat. I would be going, no, you go have the good seat.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
take
or
that,
something like
I'll go take. We would basically be arguing about the other having the good seat.
I wonder if the girlfriend would be like, if it's not mentioned in the story, but I wonder if this was kind of brought up and the girlfriend was like, it'd be so awkward to go sit by your family after just essentially, like, I don't want.
It feels to me like he would never offer.
He
it.
does seem like he would never offer it.
I will say, I do think the boyfriend is an asshole because I would never, ever be able to do this. For a 14-hour flight, being like, all right, Monique, see
It's
ya.
just such
Like,
a long
go
flight.
Yeah.
do your thing. Like,
Yeah.
it's so odd to me that legitimately in my head, and maybe I'm over exaggerating here, that feels like your relationship's not going to work. Just by the ideals you are putting forward based on the seats, it feels to me like this relationship is over in my head.
I wonder if, because she says year 2, it's already rocky.
Yeah.
I wonder if by year 3, they're planning the trip. I
They're
wonder if
holding
it's,
on by a thread.
I was going to say, I wonder if it's like 3 to 6 months after, because I feel like this is something you plan like a bit in advance.
Yeah, she said they plan a year ahead each time to get the best deals on flights.
That makes sense. Okay,
So you're
I wonder
basically
when they're
planning it
planning
once you get back
I
from
guess.
the other trip.
Maybe this came up anyway. It seems like the year before they were on rocky terrain, and I'm going to be honest. I'm thinking, I think this guy maybe doesn't like you, and you don't like him very much.
If you're on rocky standing with your girlfriend at the time, well, I guess she said so she bought the flight later. So it seems like maybe she wasn't going to go at the time. Then they made up and they're better, so then she buys the flight.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine putting myself in those shoes. Ever a scenario where I'm like, all right, babe, like this is where because when you get on international flights, you like turn left for business class, right for a normal, and being like, I bid you adieu. Go have a great flight. They're going to close those curtains. You'll see me in 14 hours.
How much is the business, like a flight like this? How much do you think the business upgrade would be?
They're expensive.
I was going to say.
No, and that's probably
trying to
why they're
think.
doing it a year in advance.
Yeah.
I've seen it anywhere from, like when we went to Japan, there was a budget airline.
Yeah.
And the budget business class still was incredible. If you're going to Japan, look at Zip Airlines. Insane how cheap they give you those amazing seats. It was like $900 for business class.
Upgrade
Wait.
or for the seat?
For the seat. It was like $900 to $1,100, somewhere in that range.
A flight to Japan, I feel like that's
Yeah, crazy.
Insane.
And it's a lie flat, turns into a bed seat. The big difference is there's no entertainment system, like no TV and no dinner service. You have to like buy food for it. Other airlines, like Monique and I splurged for our honeymoon. We were like, it's our honeymoon, let's get business class. And some of those seats, like we specifically tried to find the cheapest. Some of those were $5,000 one way. And I've seen higher than that too. It's crazy. And it's because people are willing to pay it, because once you do it, you're like, how the fuck do you fly overseas without being able to lay down? It's crazy.
I didn't.
I have too. It's
yeah.
once you do business going over, you're like, oh shit. Like you get off the plane and you feel good. You're just like,
Crazy.
wow, that was nothing. As opposed to in economy, you get off the plane and you're like, I'm going to want to die for the next 24 hours.
Yeah, it says round trip on, because I forgot they gave us the thing. It's Korean Air. Korean Air business class round trip fares are typically $5,000 and $9,000.
Jesus.
So yeah, I was gonna say maybe
Crazy.
you buy your ticket and then your boyfriend's like, I'll pay for the business
The
class
upgrade,
or
which
something.
can be super expensive. And that's the thing,
Yeah,
is like, he
but
might
that
not be in
becomes
a
a lot,
position
yeah.
to. And that is why I feel like we're being super serious this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're being.
This is interesting,
yeah.
right?
We need some jokes.
Do we want
Did I tell you guys about the time I got off the plane? You were talking about how good you felt getting off in Italy when I went to Europe.
Oh
and
yeah, I
the
got
plane.
off in it.
He got
Take that out.
off on the plane.
I love. We all just realized how serious we were being and shifted the dial too far. Go ahead, Aaron.
I was like, when we got the flights, I was like, oh, it'll be sick to leave late from Tampa because we'll sleep on the flight over, or like at least try to sleep on the flight over, arrive there. I think by the end of everything and after we landed in Amsterdam, got to Luxembourg, it was going to be like, I don't remember, I think 3 p.m. or something the next day on Saturday. And so we were like, that's awesome. It'll be perfect.
Oh, and it's never perfect.
And then we flew and we were like, well, the thing that we didn't think about, I got up at 7 a.m. that day. And so I was up for 12 hours before we got on the flight. And I was like, this is going to be awesome. I'm going to fall asleep. And then we got on the flight and I was like, oh shit, I'm not going to. I would
can't
close my
sleep.
eyes and I'd be like, I'm in a big tube over the ocean. And
Yep.
I'd instantly wake up and then my body would instantly calm back down.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like,
It's
all right,
horrible.
well, I guess I'm not going to sleep for 11 hours.
One of my favorite flights was going to London with Danny. And we're sitting next to each other. We splurged. We went economy plus, which, whoa, it's 2 seats instead of 3 seats. You got a little footrest and it goes back a little further. It's nice. Danny and I took a night flight, like late evening, and on the TV they had gambling. It wasn't real gambling, like it was
Oh,
fake
no,
money.
my
So there was
brother
poker
played
and blackjack, yeah. And Danny and I are just fucking ripping some gin and tonics, playing blackjack on the TV. It was awesome. And then we both got the worst cases of COVID
suds.
imaginable. Oh, the suds doesn't even do it justice. I died. One of the worst sicknesses I've ever had in London. I was just, the two of us were cranking meds trying to be human beings and we just couldn't. It was horrible. Just stayed in a
You're in the
hotel
pit
room.
boy just
Yeah, please. Yeah,
spamming
we just
stim packs.
Just fucking sat in my hotel.
And rataways.
Human.
My brother and sister and her boyfriend on the same trip, they took a different flight from Atlanta and
Took a different fright.
well, it was because the AC went out when they took off. And
Oh,
then-
shit.
So they flew for 11 hours with no AC.
Just sweating.
And my brother just zoned out and played blackjack on the back of the TV for 10 hours.
Oh my
and he was like, yeah, I don't know if it tracks for just this flight or every flight they've ever taken, but I have the high score. I was like, that's so awesome.
It's crazy.
And then my sister's boyfriend didn't think we could break the filament from the Bible, so he didn't know how we were flying. And that's real.
Holy shit.
He was awesome guy.
I guess maybe I picked a bad story to start with.
No, I think it's a good one 'cause we do have
I
to
would
think.
say I do not personally think she's the asshole. I think this is a non-functioning relationship
Yes.
to me because This is a problem you guys should be addressing together.
I think that you don't really. It's the way the story reads. You spent 3 paragraphs setting it up, and then 3 to 4 paragraphs talking about kind of being like, "Look at how big of asshole my boyfriend is." And he's like, I don't want to sit next to you at all on the plane. It seems like you two don't like each other.
Yeah.
Like the relationship's run its course and you both know
I
that.
think it's
and
just
like,
not working.
how do we, he should just be like, hey, it seems like you kind of even did it the year before with buying your tickets late. Like, maybe I shouldn't go on the trip or something like that.
Yeah. I started us off with a little snoozer just to get us warmed up, and I'll let you guys take a better story now. You're not the asshole. This just
It's a
shitty.
complicated relationship.
I think
relationships are hard, and I think yours is harder than it has to be.
I wish we had more info on the family because I wonder what the
Same.
family's thinking. If
They're
the
like,
family's
oh,
like,
she fucking bought a ticket again. This
They're like,
year.
that
She's ruined our
louse.
family. That louse.
That louse, that peasant.
Yeah.
I'm gonna invent a new scenario that's not written in the story.
I don't know
at
if
all.
I used the right. I don't know if I used
I think
louse
that
in the
worked.
right context.
I like
I'm
it.
writing fan fiction real quick.
Oh,
What if the family was like, don't worry, go ahead and tell her if she buys the ticket, we'll buy the upgrade to business class and she can sit with you. And he was like, no, don't tell her that.
mother, mother, no.
Please. I
Please,
need the
God,
peace and
no.
quiet.
I'd
for
rather be
14
ripped
hours.
in twain than sit next to her
You
again.
think I want to be sitting there in business class and hear this the whole time?
It's hot.
When
When do they bring the peanuts?
think I want to be sitting next to my elephant girlfriend?
Elephant, the elephant.
Elephant, the freaking elephant.
Dude, I saw a new ad for that thing. They're using AI in that damn commercial. man.
Oh,
Wait,
elephant.
which commercial?
New elephant, the elephant commercial. You know the elephant that you put the little paper
And
butterflies in, and
They still make that?
Yeah, dude. And I saw a new commercial
And you
for
catch it with the nets?
Yeah, I saw a new commercial for it, and it started with like a little 3-second clip of him like jumping out of the leaves, and it was AI, and I was like, man, come on.
How hard is it to just do your job
How hard is it to record kids playing
with a toy?
the toy?
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all you need.
Just
Just show the kids having fun, and kids will go, I want to do that.
I want
to catch fun. Like, I had fun with that toy. I
Soccer
remember.
boppers, dude, they just had to show people punching the shit out of each other.
Beating
and I
each other's
wanted those
ass,
things.
yeah.
All right. Story 2. I think this one's from the audience. Am I the asshole for not directly rejecting a weird girl who keeps hitting on me? Hello, boys. I hope you guys are doing fine.
Hello, boys.
Wow.
A couple of months ago, I applied for an internship opportunity in a different country. To my surprise, after going through the whole hiring process, they reached out and told me that I was the perfect candidate. Yes! I accepted the offer without thinking twice. After all, it seemed like a fun and interesting experience. Not only will I be employed, but I'm also moving to a whole new continent by myself. The company said that they would cover all the costs for cover all of the costs from trips, groceries, water, and electricity bills, and even the housing, so I wouldn't have to worry about any of the logistics as a foreigner. The house that they picked for me is great by the city standards, so I don't have much to complain about in that regard. When I first arrived, just off the bat, does this feel like fishy to you guys, like this situation?
Like, which part?
Like just him getting hired by this company to work in a different continent, and they're like, we'll cover everything.
I think that's usually how it is.
That's pretty normal.
It is? Okay.
Even state to state, sometimes they'll pay your relocation.
But they're paying for groceries, water, his electricity bills, his housing.
My brain
Groceries feels like something I've never heard. The rest, I would say, makes sense. Like
Okay.
everything
'Cause
included.
I don't know where they're going. My brain is always like, because I know you get a lot paid for when you are teaching in like an Asian country or something. You go over like teach English. This one feels like he's going somewhere like less common than that.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't seem like
Yeah,
it's
that's
Asian.
true. And how he said, look, maybe he is getting fucking scammed.
Maybe he is.
But them saying, "Hey, you are the perfect candidate," they may just be like, "Hey, we're gonna make this as easy as possible
Either it's
for
definitely
you."
a scam or he's genuinely a great candidate. you know?
Exactly. No in between.
I also wonder if it's just the country he's going to is kind of like inexpensive, so they're like, "Fuck it, man, we'll cover your groceries."
That could
and
be
stuff
it.
like that.
When I first arrived, I got picked up at the airport by one of the company workers, and he drove me to my new place. There, he introduced me to this girl. Let's call her B. B was the house manager, basically my bridge between me and my landlord since he does not live in the city. While B is the house manager, she also has a second job as the manager of a store, and coincidentally, her store is next to my apartment building. Every so often, when I had a problem regarding the house or had doubts about stores and restaurants that I could go to, I would text B. Once, When she stopped by my place to check what was up with my water tank, she clearly became flirtatious with me, offering to cook me a bunch of local meals and take me out clubbing with her. Being uninterested, I simply said that she does not have to worry about me as I'm here for work and I don't really care much about clubs or going out. She jokingly called me lame and we moved on. The following days, she randomly texted me to know if everything was all right with me and if I needed anything. But at some point, she once again flirted with me. I once told her that I like to cook at home as it is cheaper and I trust my cooking skills. B replied with, quote, "Oh, you're a good cook? I would love to try your food once." And then a little emoji, like shy, peeking emoji. I tried to dodge the subject by giving a vague response like, "Oh yeah, one day we should try for sure." Then our conversation pretty much died. On the following day, she randomly called me, and it was the creepiest call ever. It went around these lines. Me, hello?
Here,
Her.
wait, I'll play this with you.
Okay,
Ready?
who do you
You want
wanna
to
be?
be him or her?
I'll be her.
All right.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, it's you again.
Are you busy?
Not necessarily.
Am I bothering you?
No, it's okay. What happened?
Are you alone right now?
Yes.
Would you like to go out with me?
Where?
A place near your house.
Okay, but where exactly?
A place that I know you'll like.
I'm sorry, I don't want to, and I can't go out. I've got a lot of work to do.
Okay. I understand.
And then she hangs up. I just want to know, that was a dramatic reenactment.
That was
Thank
really
you.
good.
Thank you.
That was very-
You
yeah.
crushed your role.
Yeah, I honestly felt like I was transported.
I
to
felt
that
like
phone
I was
call
on
with
the
you.
phone.
Wow.
So that was awesome.
Your eyes glazed over here. It's crazy.
I just want to note that that's just me. I just want to know that this was on a Wednesday at 4 p.m. and that I am living by myself in a developing country. So, little hint.
Yep.
After this interaction, things have gotten even weirder. We were once making small talk about our sleeping habits, and out of nowhere, she implied we should sleep together.
Whoa!
I once again brushed that off and let it slide. On the next day, she attempted to invite herself to eat lunch at my place, but I told her that I only have enough food for one. Her response was, "You are so gluttonous."
You glutton.
You fat fuck. On the following week, out of nowhere, she started to ask if I could lend her money.
Oh.
I have nothing against helping her as she is a single mother and I understand she might need it, but this whole situation makes me feel like I am being used in so many ways I can't understand, especially since I am a foreigner. I really have been trying to not hurt her feelings directly because I do not feel bad about it. Or I do feel bad about it. But I'm also doing it for the sake of self-preservation. Having bad blood with my house manager, the person who currently is helping me the most to adapt to the new country, sounds like a horrible idea. Truth be told, I would have expected her to get the message that I am not interested, but it seems like for that to happen, I would have to be more direct. But I don't find it to be the best solution. So guys, am I the asshole for not telling her that I am not interested?
Hey, I'm going to be honest with you. I find it to be the best solution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And
what to
like,
tell
I
you.
understand it is a sticky situation because
you're
you're
in a-
like, this is my house manager. I don't want to make things weird. I think it's probably just going to get worse.
I think there's a way to do it where you're just like, I think it makes complete sense. Even as people who I have not lived in a foreign country, I think no matter where you are, if you just kind of go like, hey, you are my house manager. I'm not used to the culture here or whatever. I would prefer personally that you don't make any advance. Like there's a way to say
Yeah.
it that's just like, listen, nothing against you, but please.
Yeah. And I think if it goes poor, because it could go poorly. She could be horrible to you as the house manager. I think you go to your company and you say, here's what's going on. I really need to move. I'm no longer comfortable here, and see what they say. But she's already jumped to the asking you for money.
Yeah, she let
phase.
the hand slip a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like that may have been the goal all along.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's uncomfy.
I want to take you to a place you'll like. What is it? The local ATM. If you could withdraw some
This,
money.
if you put your card in, gives money out, and we split it.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's
Yeah.
so cool. And then you do that every week forever.
Yep.
Brothers getting married, am I right?
Yes.
That's a joke about wives being expected.
I wonder what country this is.
I was trying to piece that
It's
together.
a developing country.
So it sounds like is there to teach English, right?
Or just teach.
Or just teach?
teach. Is that what he said?
I thought it was teaching.
But
Developing
internship opportunity
Oh,
in a different country.
in a different country.
This is an audience member, so we would be very
could
interested to hear what country this
Yeah,
is.
So where
what
did you
country,
do this
what
at?
job? I'm trying to. I don't want to guess.
Yeah. I mean, well, the other alternative is that this guy, our audience member, just thinks that any country that doesn't have the same level of technology as America is a developing
Dude,
country.
where's Chat GPT?
What the fuck?
Where's
What
your...
the hell? He's in like Hungary and he's like, what the fuck,
Where
man?
the fuck is the Dunkin' Donuts?
Now you have to
man?
defend yourself and tell us which country this
I
is.
don't understand the culture here in Estonia.
Dude, they don't even have Food Lion here. It's interesting.
I think this one's pretty
You're not
pretty
the
cut and dry.
asshole.
You're not an asshole.
This
You
is-
do need to tell her
Yeah.
not interested, not giving you money.
Yeah. You just gotta use your voice a
I
little
think we
bit.
should have a professional relationship.
Yeah.
I've had to tell Chase that like 4 times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just this one's just odd because it's like, I think when you go to a country like this, you have to be prepared to have to kind of put your foot down about these sorts of things. I
gotta
think when
assert
you are going to a
dominance.
different thing, or someone comes over here, I think it's very easy to be pushed around just because you don't know the culture or you're not like raised in
Like
it.
you're more shy and timid.
Yeah, I
There
think
go.
you kind of not like be like demanding or anything, but when this sort of thing happens, I think you have to be very clear about like, hey, this makes me uncomfortable. I understand there's like differences in culture and things like that, but I would rather not, get involved with all this.
Yeah.
I think you have to kind of like set your
Lay down
boundaries.
the
Set your
law.
boundaries is
Yeah.
the way to put it.
Yeah. It's like
Unhand me, woman.
It's like that guy who makes those videos going into the different stores in China.
Oh.
And he, they're pulling out the calculators to show what it costs and stuff. And he's just like, no. And he says, no, over and over until they're handing him shit for free. You got to go there and let them know
What?
you're an American and you control.
Is that a
this.
thing?
It's not for free. But,
Oh.
he does the whole like they're giving me foreign prices, like foreigner prices, and he gets them down a whole bunch. And I don't actually like the videos. This was a big joke about you asserting your dominance as an American, and it didn't land. And sometimes jokes don't land, and that's
No,
okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
Get a girlfriend in this country.
Yes.
In this country you're in, get a girlfriend. That way you can be like...
Or a fake
Or
girlfriend.
maybe the company will supply you with a girlfriend.
Wait, what the fuck? Just say you have a girlfriend in America.
Wait, that's such a good...
You don't need any. Sorry, yeah.
Hit up a friend in America and say, hey, look, this lady in this foreign country is trying to get money out of me. I just need you to like send me some, like,
Picture
hey,
of
babe,
yourself.
like, yeah, send me just a smiling picture of yourself so I can show her and be like, this is my girlfriend.
Yep.
ChatGPT a girl from
Yeah, there you
America.
go.
Oh
There it
my
is.
God. Yeah, wait.
We don't actually use. They're all also. I'm gonna read
Are you
story
talking
3 in a
about
second.
are you going to talk about the comment that...
Yeah, oh my God. Edgar, when he was doing the heads up from 2 weeks ago, he put a thing in there where he, like, as a joke, because we lost track of scores or whatever, or because we did 2 parts. Edgar wrote, he put a part in there that's like, yeah, we used AI to track the scores and it fucked up or whatever. So we don't know the scores exactly. And everyone was like, using AI to count the scores. That that was a joke.
It's like,
man.
yeah, we used AI to keep track of single-digit
Single
scores.
digit scores, man. That was a joke. It was a bit. It was also a bit we didn't actually talk about. What was it he said in the last one we talked about Space Jam. We didn't actually talk about Space Jam for 20 minutes. That was another joke.
Yeah. We talked about it
He
for,
going
like,
just be lying to you.
30
You have to
seconds.
figure out which
Edgar
one's
is
real.
now on that series. You're going to get lied to a lot.
A lot of fibberinos
lies.
He might share his Peloton stats.
coming. Dude, yes, he should put his Peloton stats up. Top 25% on the Samyo motivational
It
rides.
should be bottom corner of the start of every video while we're introing the video. It's him sharing his stats.
Yeah.
For Peloton.
There's a ticker at the bottom
Yo,
going TOC
This
ticker.
week's Edgar Peloton stats. We
Oh.
should start a Peloton group. Also,
God, yes.
I'll stop yapping. You can read the next story, Aaron.
Advice on I'll do this one. Story 3. Am I the asshole for breaking up with my boyfriend over text while he was deployed? Damn. Hey guys, so I 20 at the time, met this guy, 23 at the time, online while gaming, and we became good friends.
In Armored 3 servers.
Yup, got the roleplay servers.
Alta life. Altis life.
He was my CO, and he was so handsome. We were playing Massive Action Game, and it was so much fun. And we discussed meeting in the first few months because of being friends, but we never talked about being in a relationship together. After a few months, I sent him a snap after I got my hair done. He responded with, "Shit, gotta make you mine." I laughed it off and we continued talking. From this point forward, he assumed we were in a relationship.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
I didn't know it was that easy.
He would constantly ask to FaceTime, make me send him outfit checks, and ask who I was going out with, get angry when I was hanging out with my guy friends.
Shit, are you a weapon
Okay.
of mass destruction? I gotta invade you.
We gotta find
I gotta
you.
colonize that.
Eventually, I talked to him properly and told him we weren't together, but I was still down to meet up with him and see where our relationship goes. We continued talking, and I bought flights, and we did have an amazing time. I spent a week over, and afterwards, we considered ourselves a couple. However, I did notice in his recently deleted, he had screenshots of my following and followers list that he would compare to see if I followed anyone new. The screenshots were dated
Holy
from before
shit.
we were officially together.
This guy sucks.
A few months go by, and we're still long distance, and I start seeing more of these patterns emerge. If I didn't have my location on at all times, he would get angry. I also noticed he added my closest friend on Snapchat to see her story and see what I was doing. He made me cut off my guy friends, and I constantly went through my Instagram followers and told me to delete people. I was also on my second year of college doing physics, and he wouldn't like it when I would talk to guys in my class. My grades did flunk during this period of my life too. We had planned another trip for him to come to my state earlier on in our relationship, and flights were already booked, so I tried to thug it out, and since our last trip was good, I thought it would be fine in person. Anyways, once he gets to my state, it's nonstop fighting. I felt like I was communicating with a brick wall, and I would never initiate a conversation, or he would never initiate a conversation until I did. The whole trip felt weird, and once he got home, he had to deploy. I told him I didn't want to pursue a relationship anymore, and maybe we could take a break. From this point forwards, I saw an even worse side of him. He told me he couldn't live without me and hinted at ending his life. He would blow up my phone at all hours until I finally had to block him. He would then message my friends or find any obscure ways to contact me, like sending me flowers to my parents' house or Gmail chat, which I didn't even know was a thing. He made Reddit posts about me and texted me on a new number and new accounts. I genuinely felt scared at this point and gathered all the messages he sent me because I thought he'd show up at my house unannounced when he was home. All of this continued for 6 months until I threatened to go to the police. Even a few months later, he started sending me guitar videos. He clearly had trust issues from the beginning, which was evident, and I never should have pursued anything in the first place. The mess is finally over, but I'd like to know if I was the asshole for ending it when he was deployed. No.
Was I the asshole? Here's the worst person ever.
Ever.
I was about to say, I do love some of these where they're like, let me tell you all of this just horrible, horrible shit. Am I in the wrong?
Was this an audience?
This was an audience.
It was an
Also, and again, this is never like a you're an asshole or something. But why did you see all of these signs that you clearly knew at the beginning and then go, what the hell? You were at the beginning, because she's like, I didn't want to be in a relationship with him. We were friends. And then he was like, shit, gotta make you mine. And he laughed it off and didn't like it. And then
I gotta make you mine based on the haircut is insane,
Yeah.
by the way.
And
you're my girlfriend now.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then
Did you get those hairs cut?
you had to go to this guy and say, we are not dating.
Yep.
And he's 23. He should understand that, like the way
Yeah.
that works by now. And then just for future reference, and I think you've got it in the bag now. I think this was
Yeah.
a huge learning lesson for
yeah.
you. You were like, hey, I guess I'll date you. I think
it.
don't do that in the future.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry you went through this. This guy sucks, man. You are not the asshole.
Yeah, this guy blows. Sorry you had to deal with that.
Yeah.
Drop that guy.
I want to see the guitar videos.
I actually do want to see the guitar
Actually, you know
videos.
what? I
is
do
he
too.
is he
We'll blur
ripping?
it.
He's playing covers of Ripped His Pants. From
Okay, wait, I'm back on his side. Also, we don't know what haircut she got. What if she got one of those hairspray where it's like a big bee's nest going
Oh,
up?
she got like a Hunger Games?
Yeah, if she
Yeah,
got something
like
like,
the
that, I
Hunger Games cut.
understand him being like, gotta make you mine, you
Yeah.
know? Like, that's how Monique got me. Big honeycomb haircut. I was like, damn.
Like a cone head.
Like a cone.
Yeah,
can go through, Zach.
you obviously have not done anything wrong here. You're
Yeah,
fine.
You're
all
good.
chill.
That guy sucks.
We will make fun of him for you if you want.
we
for a
will.
little bit.
We will. Wait, no. I was gonna
What's
say, what
what?
branch do you think he's in?
I This is so much the guy.
Special
who drives-
ops. Black ops delisted. Can't find him on any registry. He's been wiped. Fingerprints burned off. Teeth removed.
My brain feels like it can like perfectly picture this guy and his personality.
You can see
outside
the
of being
monster
an
hat.
asshole. Yeah.
The Monster Energy hat.
He's one of the guys where he was like,
Kyle.
he seems like he was like, I joined the military because I fucking want to be I'm gonna be Ghost from Call of Duty.
Yep. I'm going to be the
Soap.
coolest.
You didn't choose you on a fucking beat. Soap.
This is why I always say in these episodes,
You
and I know
don't
people
date in
push
the
back a little
military.
bit.
Sorry, what do you say?
What did you
I was
what?
gonna say, don't date people from online.
Yeah.
Almost always.
I
Yeah.
agree. It's almost never. I know one singular story in my life where somebody I know dated somebody over MapleStory.
Whoa.
That's
They are
fucking-
now married with
that's-
kids.
Oh
I
my
think
god! Wait,
that's
that might be
almost
that might
different.
just be true love.
Yeah. MapleStory.
It's romantic.
That's fine. Did you guys ever have like online friends, online girlfriends, anything like
No,
not
No.
relationships.
no, not
No.
relationships.
I'm trying to think of friends I have outside of the very obvious online friends that we have. Like, I feel like there's probably
I have some online friends on the West Coast, but not any like
that? Yeah.
girls.
a lot of them that
Trying
I
to think.
met from
I had one
real life.
I'm trying to think. I must have been like 13. I had a really good friend for 2 weeks that my friend group, we were on like Omegle or whatever the one was before Omegle, I forget. Back when it wasn't all penises. When you
I think that was Omegle.
It must have been Omegle, but we would go
Because now
on.
it's like Monkey.
Oh, okay. It would be like a weekend, and we would literally set up a laptop and we'd play Uno and see if somebody would play Uno with us. And there's this random girl who's like our age, and we became like best friends for 2 weeks, and then she never got online Skype ever again.
Holy shit.
I don't still think about it at all. But back then, there was like a year where I was like, is she dead? Like, what happened?
Matt got left on red on Uvu. That's crazy.
Uvu is crazy.
Ooh, holy shit.
But no, internet friends never worked out well. So many tangents. I had a different WoW guild that I would raid with, and our raid lead, the two of them were married. And I just remember I was probably like 15, and they added me on Facebook, and I was like, this is like a 45-year-old married couple that's like making sexual innuendos to a bunch of us in guild chat and stuff. And I was like, this isn't good.
Do you think there's I'm sure I say this, I'm positive there is. Do you think there's a WoW guild out there where the guild is entirely the members of a polycule?
Yeah,
There's
absolutely.
gotta be,
Polycule and they
right?
just started a WoW guild
There
together?
has to be.
And I think it's a shockingly high number of them, I would say.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, that makes sense.
Really just any MMO guild.
A lot of MMO guilds are so sexually charged.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just a lot of people that are just like, there's a girl in here.
I was going to say, I think it's a lot of people who aren't used to it. So
Yep.
they're like, fuck, man.
Yep. Huh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So back to the story. You're not the asshole.
Absolutely not.
Reread your story. You have to realize you're not the asshole. Do
Yeah.
whatever you have to do to feel safe and good
Yeah.
here.
This man has traumatized you. You are fine.
All right.
Easy. Easy. What is it? Zombie being hit?
And then the spider. I can't do the spider. I bit off more than I could chew.
I'm trying to get my Skyrim sit back. I used to have such a good Skyrim sit. Also, I don't want that girl to think I was trying to be mean to her in the last story at the beginning. But no, if you see those patterns in men, ladies,
Run.
don't date them. Don't date
Blow
them.
them up.
If they try to make you date them by saying we're in a relationship now,
You go, no, we're not.
no, we're not.
And then fucking squeeze his nose. You go, got your nose.
Got your nose. I'm gonna get you
And then what you
court-martialed.
do, you get their nose, eat the nose. They're going to lose.
What are they
their
gonna do?
minds. Yeah. No nose. Call them a no nose having ass bitch.
I'm gonna file a bunch of orders against you that say you shouldn't be able to carry a gun, and carrying a gun is your job. So then you're gonna get court-martialed.
Oh my
You're gonna
God.
get
Could
kicked
you
out.
imagine? Got to go over to war with a stick.
War with
They don't court-martial him. They just send him out there with a saber.
he gets out there and he goes, "Stop fighting!"
This is now, what's the Hackshaw Ridge?
The one with Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy movie. Crazy movie. Didn't happen in real life. It's all fake.
Andrew Garfield never went to World War II.
Yeah. All right. Am I the
never know.
asshole for telling my
sure.
friend he can come to outings, but his girlfriend with OCD cannot?
Oh,
Oh shit.
I'll try to be brief. Spoiler alert, they're not. I'll try to be brief. I, 20 female, have a group of friends I've known since school. We don't see each other often anymore because adulting is chaotic.
since school.
But we try to get together every 2 months or so. There's about 6 people in this group, including Mark, 22 male, who recently got a girlfriend. Sarah, 21 female. Sarah has bad OCD and has loads of rules to what she can and cannot tolerate, which originally was not a problem. Some of us are also neurodivergent / have conditions that require adaptations. So we adapted our outings whenever she wanted to come hang out, since she was polite and nice.
Okay, Nick Cage.
Everything was fine for a few months until one of our other friends casually asked me about my dermatitis and if it was better. I have contact dermatitis, which is not contagious in any way, shape, or form, but it flares up often. Sarah heard this and deemed me a contaminated person. Ever since then, she's been treating me like I have the plague. Won't touch anything I've touched, won't sit near me, and will make a disgusted face anytime I'm around, which at first I took she has a condition. I don't care what she does. But then she started doing it to other people, like warning people not to sit next to me, and once at a restaurant told a waiter to be careful not to touch me when he handed me my glass, or he would contaminate himself and everyone else he served. At this point, me and everyone in the group are incredibly bothered by it. One of our other friends even told her and Mark that she can do what she wants, but it's shitty to keep saying that to people. Here's where I might be the asshole. We were planning our next get-together, and I told the group that if Sarah was coming, I'm not going. I don't deserve to be treated like a monster for something out of my control and harmless to others and be shamed by it. Since the group was already bothered, we all decided that Mark was welcome, but we didn't want Sarah around until she dealt with this fear. He wasn't online at the time, so I texted him in private, explained that Sarah was making everyone uncomfortable, and we'd prefer she didn't come until she could work through at least not telling everyone not to touch me. I also said we understand if he didn't want to come without her. She's his girlfriend after all, and he has to support her. Well, a few hours later, he blew up, called me an ableist asshole, and Sarah had seen the messages and hadn't stopped crying, then blocked us all when he saw the group agreed. Am I the asshole? Should I have not said something to the group and just pretended that I didn't hear it? Then it says, edit 1.
Oh,
Wait, should we?
So,
should we do first part
Yeah,
and then see
let's
the
go
edit?
first and then we'll go into the edits.
I'm gonna say no. Because
Not
I feel
the
like a
edit.
lot of these situations we deal with, it breaks down to just communicate how you feel.
Yeah.
And like this could also be phrased as like if you hadn't had that conversation, this question would be phrased as like, am I the asshole for disliking my friend's girlfriend because she mocks me for my dermatitis? We would
Right.
say, or am I the asshole for not wanting to be around her
Yeah.
or whatever? We would be like, you just need to like have a conversation with these
Right.
people. This is just conflict that comes from that conversation.
Yeah,
Like,
and I know you're approaching this from the standpoint of like, yes, but it's because OCD, but it's like, that's not an excuse to be rude to you.
yeah. Like the OCD isn't making her make those
Right.
comments.
It is. It's the whole thing that a lot of people talk about. Like if you have celiac disease,
Yeah.
it is your job to work around the celiac disease, not. And of course, as friends, you would be like, hey, let's go somewhere where you can eat something. But it's essentially don't put your issues on other people. And it sounds like the friend group is trying to work through it with her, but it's now gotten to a point she's just being rude to you.
Yeah.
And that's not good.
Yeah, there is a level to where I think the people like you are to be accommodated, but you also have to put in work. Like it's not necessarily, I guess, fair that people would like these sorts of it's the same way with like being in a wheelchair or things like that. Like
Yep.
where you have to like at a certain point you have to just put in the work to like people
Right.
they'll put in a ramp and things like that, or like I don't know exactly how to
like
phrase
in
it.
this.
You have to.
I think we keep saying the same thing and then backing ourselves into corners.
Yeah, it can't be. It's
Build
not
your
like-
own ramp.
Okay. The one I always think about is the people for a long time, and I'm using, for example, like Twitter, things like that. I think that for a long time was a thing where like people would use a traumatic event to like what's that tweet from I think it was around like the big 2020 BLM thing where it's like yada yada. my dad's jingling keys in my dad was an alcoholic, his jingling keys in the door or something were my own 9/11 or something every day. And it's like, that does suck that you went through that. That's a horrible thing. But just because you had a bad experience doesn't make the experience of, like, everyone has to bend to that whim. That like every other experience is invalidated.
I think,
sort of thing.
Yeah, I agree with that. Every other experience is invalidated. I think it's just like the group was accommodating to the things that, like, there weren't any mentions of any of her, OCD habits that were like, there was no specific mention of anything else she did that
it sounds
was
like
bothering
they were
people.
okay with it.
It was
and-
just the comments.
Yeah.
Like, and I understand getting like OCD about like disease and stuff like that. I mean, we work with Charlie.
Right.
Like, I'm sure.
Hypochondriac.
Yeah, he's a huge hypochondriac.
And it's totally fine. And,
Yeah,
like, you work through the things with them, but when it starts to affect you in a negative way, it's on them not to do that.
Yeah, because Charlie's not walking up to us like if we say we had like the sniffles yesterday and going, "Get away from me,
Right.
leper."
Yeah.
like
Exactly. Well, and then what? Mark, the boyfriend, being like, "You ableist asshole." Is it not Mark being an ableist asshole by not trying to help out in this situation and be like, "Hey, don't say that. Like, this isn't contagious."
Yeah.
Like, you're feeding into
You're enabling
the
a much
problem.
more. Yeah,
This is the same thing that comes up with like there's that great Northern Lion clip about it where this guy's like, I can't, like, I'm my girlfriend or my friend has a first date and he's mad, like I suggested the lighthouse or like he was gonna take her to the lighthouse, like the movie with Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe, and he's like, that's a terrible first date movie, and he's like, why is that a bad first date movie? Because like it's artsy, like he's like, but there's all the farting and like jerking off to a mermaid, and he's like, it's a good movie though. Like, why would she? It's you thinking that she wouldn't like it or whatever, or that it's not a good date, like it's not a romantic date movie, is in like unironically more misogynistic than like the people, like it's the most misogynistic take is like, this woman can't like the movie because she's a girl. There's no way she could be as cool and artsy.
Yeah,
as me.
and he's definitely like in this. Mark is just enabling the issue.
Yeah, he's like,
it's your job with this stuff is not to feed into it and create the cycle. Like, you don't have to walk on eggshells. You can also turn to your girlfriend and be like, "Hey, we should work on this section because like that's not cool. You're being rude to her. We need to work on that part."
Yeah.
And that's okay. You're not an asshole for like helping her with that.
yeah,
Let's read an edit.
you really have to be like,
Dermatitis is just like a skin rash.
yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I think it's kind of like an eczema sort of thing. If I'm correct.
Okay, edit 1. So this post certainly gathered more attention than I intended. Already saw one of those voiceover videos.
No. They're talking about the TikTok.
They're talking about
the TikTok
ones,
ones,
the
okay.
Reddit ones,
Not
where they're
this one.
jumping
They
around
love
and
this one.
They're doing like the parkour in Minecraft.
Yup.
Am I the asshole for
With the AI voice. I just wanted to thank everyone for the response, especially the people who broke it down for me a lot. It helped me see that although some things could have been handled differently, I was not overreacting. Our next hangout is in 2 weeks. We're all currently still blocked, but I'll make sure to post an update on this if anything else ever comes of it. Edit 2.
Okay.
shit.
I'd also like to add that some people were questioning me and saying this is a rage bait these edits are just trash.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be more context. The OCD is not making this person say, don't like to be so mean about it. Like, it's a
Right.
personality problem, not.
Yes.
It is a person, it seems like a person with a bad personality who has OCD.
It's OCD, and then there's a little added layer of now Tourette's being like, don't touch her.
sucks.
She's contagious. Like, you don't have to say, I understand with OCD, you're kind of like boiling up with it. You don't have to say it. Excuse yourself to the restroom. Do anything so you don't tell the waiter not to touch that person because they're
Well, 'cause
contagious.
I don't know if it's when you knew him, but I know Charlie's talked about how he used to have insanely
Yep.
like compulsive OCD, and he's never talked about like being mean to like just
No.
being an asshole to people about stuff.
His was always very to himself. And that tends to be my I'm dying experience with it. Is like, it doesn't make you, I'm sure, like, I have things that make me super uncomfortable, like texture wise and stuff, where I get that boiling up feeling where you're like, I'm so uncomfortable right now. But then I have a filter in my brain where I wouldn't go, don't look at Aaron. He's a fucking idiot. Don't touch him. You'll lose your IQ. Like,
Yeah.
you're not. That was an example.
That's like so crazy. It also doesn't seem like you didn't say like she's really chill outside of this.
Right. This wasn't. I mean, she did say that she's nice and polite.
Oh, okay.
So
Except
it's
for
like,
when she calls me a leper.
yeah, it seems like this was a new trait that was not there
okay.
before. And I'm very much in the camp. You just be like, dude, we don't hate you. We just need you to stop doing this one very specific thing you're doing. And then we're good. Like, just talk.
Yeah.
We're down. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do your
whatever.
thing.
Do whatever.
I don't. Now, here's a video of Minecraft jumping puzzles.
What if it's a mean girl tactic?
Oh.
Maybe it is.
What if it's strategic?
Yep.
What if she's like, I don't like this girl?
I don't even have dermatitis. You made that shit
No.
up.
I mean,
The other girl.
The Sarah.
Oh, the
what
other
if,
girl,
what if
sorry.
Sarah really doesn't like the girl and is like
My OCD.
making the
Got
comments
it.
like on
You're
purpose?
hideous.
I figured it out. The boyfriend has a crush on the OP, and then the girl with OCD is jealous. She's trying to find a way. Yep.
We cracked this case wide open.
Yep. This is me saying openly, women just they always think they boyfriend have crushes and stuff like that. I am not I am not a misogynist. I think that a girl could love the lighthouse.
He'll take his girlfriend to the lighthouse.
Yes, bro. I'll take her there
Yeah, he will. He would.
to the lighthouse, and then I'd sit there and annoy her with bags. I'd be like, "Did you see? Oh my god, I think Robert Eggers would make such a good Moby Dick movie. I think
Last
he did that.
movie, I took my wife to Devil Wears Prada 2.
Yes,
Oh.
bro. Yes.
Also, this is so off topic. I've thought this for the last like 12 videos we've done. The bottom of your shoes.
Little honeycomb.
There is a fruit that I've seen a lot of videos of online where there's those little like hex patterns on the fruit that you can like pick off and eat, and the bottom of your shoes look almost identical to that. Show the bottom of your shoe to the camera. Let me know what the name of that fruit is, please.
Put a big bug on the bottom of my shoe. All right.
I think we've done it.
Yep.
I think
Success.
that's a wrap.
Did we have it? Yeah. Not the asshole.
Yeah, and I have had a lot of coffee this morning, and it's time to go to the restroom.
P-Boy and Sherman.
Captain Knuckles, I have to use the bathroom.
So, so I'll see you on the flip side.
More like the shit side. Hey. Thanks for watching.
Hey,
We appreciate it. And you should also, if you want to fucking smell squeaky clean, and you want to get some delicious, I tried it. It's delicious. Don't eat it.
Yeah,
the
please don't eat
deodorant
it.
and soap, new deodorant. It smells fantastic. I'm wearing it
Do
right
not
now.
eat it. We're trained professionals.
Yep.
It's not safe to eat.
Yep. We have 2 stomachs.
you may
One for soap and one for food.
You may buy a little bit of cheeky soap at use cheeky.com/TOC for 10% off. You may buy some soap and you may accidentally have to have a Starforge PC at your house.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God, because they're doing
that
the
still-
cheeky
they're
summer
doing
sleep
the
Will that
session.
still be
Summer
going on by the
sleep
time?
It's still going to be going on.
Dude.
Yeah.
How long does it go on, Matt?
It's sometime in
end?
September. It
Oh my
stops.
God.
Like
Gee,
maybe
summer's
first or second
long.
week.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's like
long
that's like
summer.
like a $2,600 PC?
Something like that.
For free?
For free.
And how many are they giving away?
5.
Whoa.
fuck?
And there's like some customization options for them too,
Yeah,
right?
there's like anime bundles, there's gaming bundles. It's crazy. You can read about it on the site in
Jesus
the description.
Christ. If you get that, it's gonna. That's me beating them
you-
up for it. I'm getting it.
We legally cannot win it.
So we need
Yep.
one of you to win it and send it to us because our PC's all broke. We can't
All of
edit
them.
this video because they all broke.
If you're a member of our community and you win the PC, send a pic of it in the Discord.
Yeah,
Send a pic
bro.
of your setup.
Yeah. Also, I was cleaning up the Discord yesterday a little bit. I'm going to keep cleaning it up because there's just some useless shit in there from when I
He's
used
just
to stream
removing
8
people,
years
yeah.
ago. Yeah, so we have no members anymore. I've deleted it. You're all useless to me. That's a joke. You're all lovely.
ground and start again.
But I'm going to get it cleaned up a little bit. It's going to be there.
Well, housekeeping.
It's going to be there. Oh, that's what I saw. It wasn't a YouTube comment. You responded to the fan art
Oh,
in
yeah.
there of us
yeah,
with Chad Jaws.
yeah, I'm
That
always
shit
in
was
I'm always in the
crazy.
fan art chat.
Danny,
Yeah.
what was the name of the sandwich shop in LA? Market something.
Was it an open market?
Open Market.
Open Market.
Open
Jesus.
Oh,
Market.
with an egg.
Yeah, what a get.
Yeah.
I looked it up when we went last time
Yep.
because I was like, we need
But
to
we
go.
didn't go.
Yeah, because it was only open in the early afternoon.
Yeah, open market. They were fucking closed.
By the way,
try open market.
if you're watching and you're an artist, bro, draw us some fan art.
Yeah, get that
Oh,
fan
yeah.
art in the Discord.
I'm always
Guys,
in that bitch.
You know what's nuts? When we've ended this 5 times. That's fine. When we switched the Discord over, we dipped below or like to 1,000 people in there. We're nearing, I think, on 5,000 people.
Holy
in that
That's so
Discord.
bananas.
You make me feel bonita. And I appreciate that. And we'll see you
I'm going
Friday.
Also, if you're an animator, make some damn TOC animation.
Yes,
Yeah, that shit
dude.
would-
That's
that shit
what
would
we're
make me
missing.
That shit would make me so happy.
Oh my God, we should get an animated intro for TOC. I've decided it's happening. We're doing it. Aaron, sing quick before I spend more money. Animate.
Bwomp. Bwomp, bwomp,
to go to the
bwomp,
bathroom
bwomp,
so
bwomp,
badly.
bwomp. Bwomp, 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 bwomp. I'm doing a monotone bass line for you.